What will happen in West Hartford, Connecticut when interest rates finally drop, finally come down? Most people think when interest rates are high, prices come down, and when interest rates are low, prices go up. While that certainly can be true, interest rates aren't actually the indicator that determines if prices will go up or not. It can be a catalyst, but the past couple of years have proved just that's not true because we've been in a higher interest rate market. Interest rates have shot up, and in West Hartford, the prices just keep going up year over year, and most of Connecticut for that matter, right? So why is that? If the interest rates have been high, how has the market kept going up? It's because the inventory is so low that it can't meet the demand. The interest rates aren't the factor, the supply versus demand is. So as long as there's more demand in the marketplace than inventory, prices will go up. The only thing to counteract that is if inventory climbs to a point where buyers now have choices and the demand is not there. That will bring prices back down. So before I get into the why, if this video resonates with you, click subscribe. I don't pay for advertising. I like to put out good educational content that helps people. And the subscribe button tells me if the type of video I'm making actually helps or not. So that would help out a lot. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Call, text, email. We get people watching these videos all the time who reach out, and myself, my team, we're always happy to help. So let's get into this. Let's get into the why. So here in West Hartford, the inventory's been low for past 4 or 5 years since COVID. It's been a strong demand town. A lot of people have wanted to live here for a variety of reasons that we've covered in some of the other videos. I'm not going to necessarily get into the why people want to live here in this video. I wanted to take a look at when the rates do come down, which they eventually will, what will happen? This may be an unpopular opinion, but when rates will come down, more listings, more inventory should, in my opinion, come to the marketplace. Here's why. Almost everybody in West Hartford has equity in their home. Even if you bought your home last year, the values are up and you have equity in your home. So if you bought your home at any point in the past 1 to 30, 40, 50 years, you have equity. And the reality is most people have a lot of equity. So why are people aren't selling? Yes, West Hartford's a great town, but life circumstance dictates whether people move or not. And certain things happen in a person's life where they'd really like to move, but if the financial burden is too great, it just doesn't make sense. It keeps them there, even if the house isn't a good fit. And we've seen that a lot in the past couple of years, as the financial burden of sacrificing a lower interest rate for a higher one isn't worth the cost, the process of the move. So people just stay, right? Even if someone can buy their home cash somewhere else, it's not necessarily motivating to stay with the interest rates being so high. When the interest rates come down, now a seller in West Hartford can have access to their equity and get a very similar interest rate to what they currently have on their home now, which means their monthly payment, their bills, their cost of living doesn't change. That's going to be very enticing for people to be able to get their equity and then go able and buy another home with their cost of living not changing. People have equity now. They don't want to take it because their cost of living is going to skyrocket if they go into a higher mortgage with bigger property taxes and more home insurance. That skyrockets. But if it can be similar and they can grab that equity, that's going to be attractive to a lot of West Hartford homeowners. So as those homeowners start to come into the marketplace, what's that going to do? It's going to make the inventory go up. As the inventory goes up, now buyers start to have choices. The demand's not as strong. And when buyers have choices, they can make an offer on this property. If they don't get it, they can go to the next property. Right now, if they make an offer on a property, they can't go to the next property, right? The demand is so strong. So again, this is unpopular opinion. Most people think interest rates go down, prices go up. And to be clear, in certain markets, that is definitely the case. But based on what's happening right now and how low that inventory is and how strong that demand is, I don't anticipate that happening. When we see lower rates, we are going to start to see that market get flooded with inventory because there's going to be a lot of opportunity for people that it's going to help. So if you're curious about what your home's value is right now, I always put a link below in the video so you can click on that quick. It gives you a quick home value in just a few seconds. So you don't have to go through any, time-consuming calls. And if you have any questions, you want to dig in a little deeper, talk a little strategy, call, text, email, whatever's easier for you, I'm always happy to help.